Haere mai, Libra. Welcome to your June 2015 tarot reading with me. I'm just busy here shuffling in the background. Actually, it seems as though they want to stop. I seem to be talking a little bit this month about our imperfections that we all have in life, and so because of that I've bought in stones or crystals that have imperfections on them. This is a beautiful Lemurian stone. So they're very, very old. They're some of the oldest that we have on the planet. And you can tell a Lemurian because they have these striated lines down the side of them, kind of like barcodes actually. They look to me like barcodes. They're a fascinating stone. But of course they come with their own beautiful imperfections. And this one also has an amazing imperfection, which it never used to, but it does now. So it's a little bit about just accepting who we are in life and our journey. So we're going to be doing 4 cards for the month of June, same as usual, 1 for each week. So there's your Hanged Man for the first one, Strength for the second, the Sun for the third, and the King of Pentacles for the fourth. So Libra, what's your guess on that straight away? 3 major arcana cards and a pentacle who's a king or a person in your life. So June could find you feeling quite contemplative and on a journey that you may not be able to stop yourself. My theory or understanding of the major arcana cards is that when they come along, it's a little bit more than just you making the decisions and you turning the wheel of your life. This is more about cycles, universal energies that put their input into you, making the decisions perhaps, or finding the energies around, but they're kind of delivered to you. Let's start with your first week, the Hanged Man. He often gives this feeling of static energy, as if being in limbo. So possibly not able to make a decision clearly at the beginning of June for whatever reason and for whatever realm or sector of your life. But you may be going, not sure, oh God, I might change my mind, or oh God, I might go in a different direction. That's the feeling he brings. So it often heralds quite a deep thought too that can come with it. So because look at his head, it's completely illuminated by the sun, and really interestingly to me, you have another sun, large, ball of glowing orb light over here, and in between you have all this yellow light as well. Yellow often means thoughts and thinking. So, oh gosh, and here, I think for you, June, you're going to do a lot of thinking. There's a lot on your mind, and it could be to do with a lot of different things. That's probably why these 3 major arcana cards are here anyhow. Coming back to him in the first week, spiritual thoughts, contemplation of who you are, where you're going, what road you're going on, your crossroads, making decisions, projects being stalled, the hold up of issues. And so that could be work related, or if you're applying for a new job, or your career, your health, finances, everything. First week, so could be a bit, a bit boring, and well, not boring, but stuck probably. Another thing I say about this card, possibly I get the feeling of bones and necks or vertebrae, your backbone, something along those lines. So sometimes you may get headaches or feel as if you might need to visit an osteopath or a chiropractor or a Reiki healing or something along those lines to clear blockages, or to give bone work, something that comes to mind like that. We come to the second week of June and we see Strength, and we see this, the infinity symbol, the cycle of life or the circle of life. She holds this lion in her hands, and he seems to be yielding to her every command. But this is not really physical strength, because in reality she wouldn't be able to do that to a lion. So somehow she is able to overpower his mind. So this is about your mental strength or your emotional capacity, and the ability to have strength within a circumstance or an issue, but it's delivered in a calm and gentle manner that manages to get other people to yield to it. So in the second week you could find yourself in a situation like that where you have the ability to really use and harness all your internal mental strength and sort situations out. You might be the person who balances a situation or brings something to fruition, or to an end, and manages to get it to the next stage. And Libra, you're about balance. And interestingly, if you look, this card is about balance as well, really, because he has to be very balanced to be able to be in that situation. So there's a degree of balance and you bringing some sort of harmony to a situation, and also having the upper hand, if you like, and the strength to deal with anything. So it is your own internal strength as well, and just the strength of the situation. And it could be friends or family, any of those type of issues that could come up. Health-wise or money-wise, they're good indicators, and so is this card. We see this beautiful glowing orb, so we think of thoughts and ideas coming into your mind. Again, possibly the spiritual level, the connection to that. We see this as a child, so there are messages of fertility in this card, so female cycles, possible conception of a pregnancy or the birth of a baby in your family, so you might welcome a new person into the family one way or another, or a new child or baby. We see here possibly travel and the moving forward, so you might go somewhere in June. There might be a bit of travel for some of you. It's a beautiful, positive, powerful card, and it's more intense than that, but it will make you think or make you reassess values or situations in your life. So that's possibly around, you might feel like that in the third week as well. We come to the fourth week and we see the King of Pentacles. He's often known as the entrepreneur in life. He's an older man usually, and usually a fire sign, and quite often a Sagittarius. Now he can be financially adept, and he could own his own business, so this could be the offer of something to that corresponds with his business, whether or not it's an application for a job with someone like this, or you work for this man, or he comes into your life. It could be as a romantic partner that you might meet someone like this. He's a charming chap to have around, and he would be someone who would be a great ally to have. Financial wise, it suggests finances are fairly positive and possibly an increase of some sort coming. Overall, you've got a really cool, groovy, I'd say groovy because it is, I feel as though vibes are coming, groovy vibes of some sort. That's the feeling for June. You either get into the groove or there's just a nice flow to it. This part here, the first part, could be your your most tender week, where you are reassessing something, or things are a little bit stuck or glitchy. But overall, Libra, that is a nice feeling to it. So let's move on to your Gods and Goddesses cards, and we'll just see what energy comes out for these for the month of June for you guys. The Angel of Finances. Honour and give thanks for the blessings you are about to receive. Well, I did just say at the end with the King of Pentacles there, it felt as though there might be, definitely positive financial feel for the month of June. And some of you may, exactly as this card says, possibly receive some sort of financial upturn or uptick or benefit. Now, whether or not that's a sort of a pay increase, or money that's coming to you that you either had forgotten about, like maybe tax return money, or a small inheritance, or you might sell a property that gives you more than you expected. It could be any number of different things, but wow, everyone, of course, most everyone loves a little bit more money in life. So yes, you've got a very nice message there. Let's just go to the last one, which is the white light and we'll see what shows up here. Okay. Raziel, intuition. Really beautiful card. It's just special to look at. The first message I get here are the chakra in the middle, and I think that goes back to the Hanged Man at the beginning for you, some sort of chakra balancing. Maybe that's what you need again to clear any blockages or to help life's flow, actually. And actually, when I think about it, the Hanged Man, he is, and I say the word static, he's not flowing. So it's as if there's some life flow that wasn't flowing correctly at the very beginning. There's a blockage there, so it's stuck a little bit. And it might pay you to work on that for the whole month. Even though the rest of your reading's really positive, any blockages that are even there in the beginning, they can manifest in different ways too, that can create problems later on. So it's an opportune time to make sure you are free flowing and everything is working really well. And also, your intuition is one of your most powerful assets, and some people don't use it enough. We're all granted the capacity to use our intuition at really high levels, and it's not that difficult to connect into it and to just start really seeking your own answers and knowing when you're right and wrong. And that comes through this gut feel often, as well as messages through the mind. So it would appear that for June, there you are again. How I love it when synchronicity happens. I talked about that you would have a lot of thought going on for June and a lot of mind, all the yellow cards that were in your reading, which I thought about as being the mind going. This is where your intuition comes from as well. So you've got a really big message there about utilising that, calling on it, getting it established and going with the flow. The flow again. Those are your messages. That's what keeps coming to me. So there you are, Libra. Have a wonderful June. You've got some really buzzy, groovy flow messages there. So take care, everyone. Kia kaha and much aroha.